A lot of people been asking me, man, Tro, why do you invest in crypto? It's the worst asset class to invest in. And when I sat back and thought about it, I started to agree. And I know you're like, Tro, we got a crypto YouTube channel. Why do you think crypto is the worst asset class to invest in? Well, I say this because crypto is like no other asset class. Crypto is a wild asset class that you gotta stay in tune for each and every single day. So it can be quite stressful on somebody who is not used to asset classes like that. You know, with real estate, yes, you gotta do your homework. Yes, you gotta, do the ins and outs of things. But in real estate, you do your homework one time, you see the property is undervalued, or you see it's in a good location, or you see, it's different from another property or something like that that gives you an advantage. You buy that, you do your homework, you buy the asset, you buy the real estate, and then you kind of can just sit back and let your asset appreciate. You might get rent from people renting it out, or you might use it as a space for other things. But it's as simple as that. I won't say it's too simple, but it's very simple, not like crypto. With stocks, you see, stocks, if they make money, you can read their paper, the quarterly reports and things like that, seeing if they're coming out with profits, seeing what they are doing for their yearly type of deals and stuff like that. But after you do that, you kind of just sit back, and if they don't change anything, you continue dollar cost average. Well, in the crypto space, these projects, majority of them are shit, man. That's just what it is. That's just how it goes. Majority of them have no value. So it's hard to really distinguish what's a good project to what's a bad project. And that's one of the hardest things. So crypto is kind of mind-boggling, where you got to stay up 24/7, not necessarily 24/7, but you got to be in those markets to catch the narrative and see what's really going on. And it's the newest asset class around. It's the newest asset class, so a lot of people, like I said, don't know where crypto is truly going to go. So those are some things that, that makes it the worst. And then also the headache crypto comes with, man, dealing with these crypto Twitter people. Everybody has an opinion. Everybody is, telling you this and that. Now, stocks have Twitter people as well. Don't get me wrong. But crypto, it hits different. A lot of these people don't show their face, scared to show their face, are anuns, and they say their opinions. And if you're a person who really take heed of people's opinions, then it can wash you out of the markets, and it can make you so frustrated because everybody's saying your coin is going to go down, and you know what you invested in, but everybody's talking so negatively about it. So that's crazy, man, in the crypto space. And we kind of want to stay away from those people. And also, like I said, with it being 24/7, it's like you always are stressing, man. Being a crypto degenerate, you got to go outside and touch some grass, because if you don't, you will absolutely lose your mind trying to chase different projects. It's crazy in the crypto space. But am I saying crypto is bad? No, crypto is the best asset class. You fell for it. If you thought I was about to say anything bad about crypto, you are wrong, man. Crypto is the only asset class, I believe, right now where you can put in a small amount of money and make a big amount of money. The risk reward in crypto is probably the greatest in across any asset class right now. We've seen people turn, small, large ports or small ports of four figures or five figures to potentially 6 or 7 figures. That's the only asset class you can do that in that short amount of time. Now, don't get me wrong, in stocks, you can create, wealth easy. Well, not necessarily easy. You still got to do your homework, but you can create wealth by having 5 figures in a port and waiting, about 10 years. Maybe you can get to that 6 figures, or possibly with a small chance of 7 figures. But in crypto, it can take one cycle to change a port from 5 figures into 6 figures. Hell, it can change or take a quarter or 2 quarters of a year to change that 10K into 100,000 or 7 figures. So it's so big in my personal opinion. Crypto has so much more room to grow, and I hate when people are so bearish on the crypto space because this is the best asset class. No asset class can do this. Now, something we got to look into though is not going to always be like this. It's not going to always be where we experience these big gains in the market, for the simple fact that once it matures even more projects are going to naturally fall off, or more projects are going to become insolvent where they just gave up and then continue to build. And then we're going to have our core products that maybe go, up 10%, a couple of months, or 10% in a day and things like that, but not those big jumps that we've seen previously or that we are used to right now. So now is probably one of the best times to really get into the crypto space because it's super undervalued. Blockchain technology, we're starting to see major corporations who manage trillions of dollars, billions and trillions of dollars get into the crypto space secretly. So if they are doing that, you want to follow big money at the end of the day, man. You want to make sure you see what the big institutions are doing, not these people on Twitter, not, your friend, your next door neighbor, the co-workers at work. You want to see, hey, I see this person, BlackRock, Larry Fink, has a Bitcoin ETF. This one, a lot of people were talking bad about Bitcoin in the previous cycles. But now we're seeing these money managers who manage a lot of money, more money than we can ever think of, get into the crypto space, get into Bitcoin, get into blockchain technology, and that's something we got to take heed to. A lot of people don't realize that you want to follow big money, and now is probably one of the best times, especially when everybody right now is bearish. We know the Bitcoin halving just happened. The Bitcoin ETF just was passed earlier this year. And a year after the Bitcoin halving, we know Bitcoin appreciates. So crypto is just getting started, man. We know crypto is here to stay. When people say crypto isn't here to stay, they are absolutely foolish, just because if you see it, man, you see these big institutions don't get into crypto to be around for a couple of years. They're investing in this asset class for long term. They plant their seed in for looking further down the road to 20 years from now, 30 years from now. And that's what they're currently doing right now. So when I see people say crypto is a bad asset class, it's full of all of these bad things. Yes, every asset class started like that. Stock markets, it was full of pump and dumps when it first started. But it matured over time, and we still have pump and dumps in the stock market. But the difference between stocks and crypto, when you go on a decentralized exchange, they can't halt trading. We seen Robinhood halt GameStop, halt AMC, and stop the trading from people making money. But the decentralized side of things with the crypto space, they can't stop a blockchain from producing blocks, from doing transactions. They cannot stop that, man. And that's why I'm super bullish on crypto moving forward. Is crypto the worst asset class? It depends on how you view things. Me personally, I think crypto is a the best asset class when it comes to creating wealth. Yes, it is stressful. Yes, you gotta stay on it 24/7 and kind of just see how the market is going, see how these projects are doing. But at the end of the day, man, it's no asset class in the world that helps you create wealth like cryptocurrency. So that's my video, just giving you a update on what's going on. This was kind of like a heart-to-heart conversation with the people, because a lot of people say, I just been hearing this from comment everyday people who don't really do crypto, but it's kind of just one foot in, one foot out. They say, Tro, crypto is not the best asset class. And I have to disagree with that. It might be the worst asset class depending on your perspective of assets. So crypto Tro, that's my video. I'm out of here.